Morning, beautiful day for a run. Run, walk, run flats and downs, walking up hills. So I guess I should at some point talk about run walk, because when I say I'm going out for a run, especially if I'm going out for a long run or if I'm going out for a jog, I mean run walk. But the most common run walk today, as you'll see from other great channels on YouTube, is the Jeff Galloway method, which is time-based mostly. So if you're running for 2 minutes, walking for 1 minute throughout a marathon, that's Jeffing it, right? Jeff Galloway's method. He's modified his suggestions over time. Today he's down to 30 seconds for the longest walk break that you need. And then you might run 30 seconds or a minute or 2 minutes. I feel like a beeper's going off all the time when I try that. But I do something that's probably more common in mountain running. And even though I'm not doing mountain running, I do live in a hilly area. That's I walk up hills and run anything flat and down. This is where the phrase totally runnable comes from in mountain running. So yeah, this is a slight uphill, but it's totally runnable. So I don't know if doing this method makes me faster. It doesn't really matter. I'm a 50-year-old who will never, ever, ever, ever be in competition for any kind of medal in running, right? But I do get a lot of benefit out of it in my health, right? Getting out multiple times a week, at least 4, and getting some running in. Even if I do walk all the uphills, keeping my heart rate from going too high, makes my overall pace fairly slow. But sometimes it's faster, like if I have a long downhill section. But it doesn't really matter, does it? I keep track of my mile paces. But even if I didn't, if I went out without a watch, it wouldn't make a difference, would it? Wouldn't make a difference, because the benefit is physiological. It's actually happening to your body. Legs become stronger, lungs, heart become stronger and more durable. Your bones become stronger and more durable, thicker even. You know? So, question of the day, if you do a run walk, do you do a more standard Jeff Galloway approach that's time-based? Or do you do something that's more about runnability and walking up hills, running things that are mostly flat and downhill? Let me know in the comments. But even so, I read the original Jeff Galloway book on it, on running, right? I think that might have been his first book. And he not only mentions the time, but he also mentions distance intervals, where you run a mile and then walk a minute as an option. It's a good approach to run walking for a lot of faster runners. Not great for me, because it takes me a longer time to do a mile. It doesn't have to be. If I'm working speed work in a day, it doesn't. But for these every other day, the easy runs and long runs. Today's an easy run day. Easy runs and long runs, you know, doing a mile before would not be meaningful to me. Whereas living in a hilly place, walking up hills makes 100% sense. So maybe it's up to where you live. Jeff Galloway, of course, trained in Florida, which is pancake flat. So having minutes maybe makes more sense in Florida. Whereas if you walk the uphills, you'd never get a chance to walk. simple run walk convention. You just ask yourself, is this runnable? Is it too steep uphill or downhill? Walk it. Otherwise, run it.